The Tri-State got hammered tonight by Derek Beasley.
No, there were several reports of a match on that gasoline.
It went from a sunny, beautiful afternoon to a rocky.
How to have better sex.
I'm calling the police now!
Hair tugging.
Call 911 now! You know what, asshole?
Try again.
Hello?
Yo, 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 motherfuckers, we're all jacked up on titties from Saturday night, smelling like a tasty bowl of Suck Me Beautiful. It's the West Side Wise Guys show. Tonight we will discuss geographical freakness factors. We'll find out if you're a freak just based on where you live. You'll find out if hair extensions can enhance your orgasm. And we pick up last week's topic, fetishes. And last but not least, we'll introduce the Spank Bank Cincy on tonight's West Side Wise Guys show.
Damn, you nailed that.
What's up? This is Rick, and this is the West Side Wise Guys show, and these are the West Side Wise Guys. Roger,
Jimmy.
Mikey,
what's up?
Jimmy, and Shannon.
Yo.
Hey.
Now after the
dude, you totally nailed that.
It was perfect.
I know.
That was perfect. That was
I'm like you started a little early.
Swish.
Started a little early on the intro, but now I know why.
You can now follow us on Twitter at WSWG Show and on Facebook and MySpace for everybody else. And for those of you interested in having your own show or music channel, drop us a line at
WSWGradio.com.
Ooh, you have your own channel for $40 a month, and we'll do all the fucking work for you. And just a reminder, the show's moving to Thursday nights at 8 p.m. starting June 9th, 2011.
Yeah, that's my fault. Sorry.
So here in a couple months, you're going to have to tune in on Thursdays or catch the replays on the website. The West Side Wise Guys are proud partners with the
Hot Spot Sex Shop.
So now you motherfuckers can morph into nasty for a whopping 20% less. Just enter this offer code
WSWG.
just at the checkout. We have posted links on our site. Check them out, buy your toys, and call in and tell us how they work. It's free to sign up. They want you to sign up because you may open your email and find $10 off your next nut.
That's pretty good.
Alrighty then.
Can you talk to me like that later?
Yes, I can.
You know, it's so funny. Like I feel like I kind of invented her sexy voice for the radio, and she never uses it on me.
Well, while he's talking, you talk to me like that so I can rub myself.
Me, I
scoot
first.
away.
I talked to you like that in bed
Your legs
before.
next, Jimmy.
Not with that.
Noses on my leg.
He said your legs next.
You're in a bad spot, man.
That's going to be a
Bullshit. He's
never
aimed
ending.
at Roger. That's why Roger had the dream, because he's aimed at Roger.
Well, let's face it. He's not that long. He's not going to make it that far.
He might shoot far, though.
So, on occasion. So anyway, last week we were talking about fetishes.
Fetishes, and I've rounded up 10 that I think, I don't know, we'll either debunk them as a fetish, because some of them, like the first one, I kind of feel like really doesn't qualify, but we'll see. Number 10, and this goes from, like, I assume in no real order, they're just 10, so whatever. Stomachs. Now, I personally don't believe that a stomach is a fetish type thing. I mean, I guess not having a fucked up stomach is good, but I've never like been on the web searching for like porn and been like hot stomachs right here. You know,
Yeah.
I don't see that.
Or that bitch I'm jacking to. Look at her stomach. No.
Yeah, I think I don't really feel like when the porn's on. I've never jerked to a stomach.
No. I'll bust a
You've
nut
jerked
on
on a stomach.
Wait,
Yeah.
it might be for them,
All right,
them
you got
guys
me
that are
there.
chubby chasers and they want a big stomach.
it. Don't matter. I'll bust a nut on a chunky
I'm just saying,
chunky
that
gut.
might be what it's for.
I'll bust a nut on a fucking washboard gut. I don't give a fuck.
Well, I'll read the description of it. It says men and women both agree that taut tummies make them somewhat crazy, but others have said that they would never bed a potential partner if their tummies protruded or hung loosely.
Bullshit.
Fat people fuck all the time.
Do they got a vagina?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
Me too.
Yeah, I agree.
Some people are like that, man. They're just strange and need it a certain way. I'm sure there's a group of people out there that do find.
Well, I mean, we know
yeah.
somebody that's the pickiest
Hold
motherfucker
on,
I ever seen.
hold on. I turned the page over, and it says, some guys weren't as picky, and they admitted that they liked it when a woman had a tummy with a teensy-weensy... That's gay. Teensy-weensy
Don't
little
even
pot.
say that. You should have fucking scratched that out and put little.
Well, you know, now we have a clip of me going, teensy-weensy. I don't
Yeah,
fucking know.
5 times now.
Yeah,
Keep...
sorry. One gentleman was very adamant about needing to release himself on a woman's stomach or his experience simply wouldn't be pleasurable.
Not for me, buddy.
Have
Sorry.
you ever tried the vagina?
There are definitely people out there. We went to high school with a guy who wore a jacket that explicitly said "no fat chicks."
Well, I seen a
Yeah.
bumper sticker one time that said, "No fat chicks,
Chicks
my
allowed."
car will scrape."
Car's too low, no fat chicks.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't say it in my truck.
The next one, number 9. Do we all agree that tummy's kind of not really qualified?
That shouldn't
I'm
even
with
be
you.
on
I'm calling bullshit on that one.
If you disagree, you can call in 488-1298 if you think I'm bullshitting you. Number 9 is body piercings. Now, this I definitely think constitutes fetish because people themselves that pierce their body have the fetish, and I think people that
Are attracted.
are attracted to people with piercings, especially genitalia piercings and shit like that.
I don't like genitalia piercings, to be honest. I like the nipples and the face, and
What-
some are cool. But when you got your downstairs pierced, it's just not attractive.
You're
to me.
downstairs. It sounds like my basement. When your basement's pierced, it's just not good.
You don't pierce
I've never
your showers.
actually seen one. We know of someone who has it done, but I've never seen it.
I've seen it.
Unfortunately.
I mean, not that particular
Just throwing it
one,
out there.
but I've seen one.
So,
But I can't imagine it would be.
well, you have no experience with it either, and I kind of don't either, except
No.
maybe like a nipple, and I've just seen it,
I don't think it could do anything for the man. It's all a woman. When she gets her shit pierced, it's all to,
Yeah, well,
multiply
aesthetics.
her shit.
When a
not
woman
us.
gets her clit pierced, now it's supposed to stimulate the clit when it's rubbed in a
Right,
particular
right.
way. But the risk of that is when you pierce your clit itself, you have a 50% chance of losing all sensation in the clit.
That's not worth
Uh-oh.
Well, you can
It's
pierce
not-
the hood.
Yeah, that's where most girls go these days because there's no risk involved with that. But they say the sensation
doing-
is not as good either.
If somebody told me the next time I fucked, I might have a 50% chance of not ever fucking again,
That is not worth the risk.
I'm not going to fuck
no.
again.
That is one of the advantages of being a woman. You get to have multiple types of orgasms, and when you cut one of those in half, fuck that. I wouldn't chance it.
Now, do they have attachments where they can hook attachments to their hood piercing and
They do for tongues, so I
like
don't
to
see
rub
why
your
not.
balls while you're fucking them or
Oh,
something?
I'm sure it's out there.
Little vibrating bullet on the
That would be
thing.
cool.
Yeah.
But you would only get it every time you thrust forward. It would be like, bzz, bzz, bzz. It'd be like shocking your nuts.
Unless you're laying like flat on top of her, kind of like grinding on her. Kind of
I don't do that.
You don't
Yeah, but-
grind?
No, I'm pounding in and out of it
Wham, bam, thank
pretty
you,
much
man.
most of the time.
Nice.
I just go by what I hear. I mean, fuck me harder just makes me fuck me harder. I mean, if she said grind on my fucking pussy, I'd be doing it.
The next time she has a vibrating bullet down there, go ahead and try it.
He's like, I fuck by direction.
I do.
I don't got my own technique. I just do whatever
He's
the
got
bitch says.
GPS.
Dude, we're having a conversation the whole time it's going on. I'm like, yeah, you like that right there? Like, oh, yeah, baby. Oh,
He's like,
oh.
yeah, left foot
Nah, Go from
yellow.
the side. Go from the side. Oh, yeah. That. See what I'm saying? I take direction very well, ladies.
The arrow says tongue on clit. Do that. All right, so number 8 is leather, rubber, vinyl, and latex.
Yeah, I get that one.
Yeah,
Because of the bondage shit.
yeah, like the fucking. I've recently looked at one of those masks, like with the zipper in the front and shit. Like, man, maybe.
That wouldn't do it for me, man.
What?
No.
The leather and the straps and shit like that, no, that's cool, but just not the mask, man. Not the ball gag either. Yeah.
No, I'm saying like I want my eyes,
Yeah.
but I'm saying like with some hooks and shit, so you could tie them down. They came with their head and shit. That'd be pretty cool.
You're freaking me out.
Somebody said you motherfuckers is nasty.
Tell us something we don't know.
Seriously.
Real.
I don't feel like I need to divulge into the leather. I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. Domination and submission. Definitely fetishes.
Yes.
Because not everybody can take an ass beating and still get hard on. I can't.
I am the dominator in the bedroom. You hit me, it's gonna piss me off.
No, I can get smacked or flicked or
Don't
tapped.
smack
and
me.
shit,
Don't
but-
flick me.
I like getting
inflict the
smacked.
pain.
I like getting smacked in the face.
Yeah, you're
Really?
Not,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I like it like to the point where like if it gets her off,
he likes it at
I'm
30%
cool with that.
power.
yeah,
You're not.
It's a
knocking-
smacking tennis game or something. Like he'll smack me and I'll smack him just a little bit harder, and then he'll smack me hard and I'll smack him harder.
That's what you need to do. You need to smack each other like "fuck you, bitch," like "fuck you." Why don't you do something to this pussy? You know, shit like that.
I mean,
Holy shit.
I ain't saying like fucking and punching. I mean,
Was you in the bedroom? Because that's kind of what happened.
if you ain't, if
Your
you-
window was cracked.
if you close fist me, I'm getting out the pussy.
First of all, somebody
I'm kicking the
closed
shit
fist.
out of you.
Somebody closed fist you. I ain't never doing this show again. I'm sorry. I don't do the fist.
I meant punching, dude.
Wow. You
Your
left
fucking
yourself-
mind is
You left
always in
yourself
the-
way open for that one.
No,
Yeah, you did.
no, I did.
You said closed fisting.
Fisting.
You said if somebody closed fists me,
Fisting.
In a conversation when we're talking about slapping.
I don't care what the conversation is.
I
If you're
should've
going to
known
say
better.
something like that, like put in parentheses, no homo.
How do you talk parentheses?
I mean, that's what I've been seeing around.
You don't say that
Saying
in
quote
present
unquote,
company.
quote unquote.
That quote unquote shit is retarded.
Yeah.
How do you quote unquote?
Just say
Well,
no
do you want to be
homo.
retarded or do you want to be gay?
Well, when people say quote unquote and then they say what they're going to say, it's technically not in the
quotes.
quotations.
Yeah,
Quote. Say what you got to say. Then unquote.
Yeah.
comma, period, exclamation
Seriously,
point.
Just
when
don't
have
say
you-
shit like that in
when
this
has
company.
When has this group ever been grammatically correct?
I
Never.
can barely spell my own name.
Unless we're talking about posting a website. That's the only way.
Grammatically.
Do you
is that
think
really a
anybody
word?
ever talks
That's
like
a real
that?
word. Yes,
Well,
thank you
The word for the day.
Like
grammatically.
what?
for today. Grammatically.
Like, does anybody ever talk with punctuation?
No. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do that.
I know a guy that laughs like this. Ha ha ha.
I mean,
he.
I mean,
he.
if you
I'm
talk-
not fucking making that up. He does it, and it's fucking annoying.
if you talk with punctuation,
Comma.
shit would like go down and shit like, hey, comma, motherfucker, I'm telling you right now,
Exclamation
comma,
mark.
exclamation point, question mark, what, you ain't got my fucking money, question mark.
you probably
Exclamation
wouldn't get
point,
your ass
quotes.
kicked if you did that. Though.
Yeah.
They're
They would think
scratching
you
their
was-
head too much. Like, what the fuck is he doing?
Question mark?
I'm not sure, but I think he just read Moby Dick to me or something.
Man, if you put a question mark in that motherfucker, comma, I'd have whooped your motherfucking ass.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That'd be fucked up. That might get you out of a jam. Remember that, people.
But your English teacher would be proud.
You'd be fucked up if he fucking corrects
Hey,
you and shit
hey.
like that. Wasn't supposed to be a comment. It was supposed to be a period. You're supposed to start a new sentence, motherfucker.
If your English teacher got you out of getting your ass whooped, I bet they'd be proud as fuck.
Shit.
Next on the fetish list.
Next, number six. Feet and hands.
Don't really
Yes.
care.
Don't do it.
Yes.
You don't do feet or hands?
They
Actually,
are.
do both.
They are.
Actually, I take that
They
back.
are
'cause-
fetishes, but not for me, man.
I take that back because if you got some pretty hands with some fucking nail polish on them that just happens to be my fucking color,
Listen to the tone change.
you know what I'm
If you-
saying?
and he's looking at me like I'm
not-
like he wants me to put nail polish on.
No.
He's like, if you got some pretty hands with some red nail polish
That ain't
on,
interjecting the fucking fisting comment. So,
If you fist me
but if
with
you
some pretty nail polish.
but if you got some sexy ass nail polish on, that's the color I like
yeah.
and
Can you,
shit.
thanks for looking at her
and then
this
you're
time.
and then you're fucking rubbing yourself and shit, or you're jacking, and you're watching that shit. Yeah, that's kind of sexy.
I like feet though. A nice pair of feet. If your fucking toes are busted, cover them up.
Yeah.
Because I'm just gonna
Yeah.
be staring at them, and you could be
Your
the
toes look
nicest
like fingers.
motherfucker in the world, and I'm just gonna be like, "That's the chick with the busted feet."
Exactly.
That's how you're going to be remembered.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking
Unfortunately, I am that shallow. Sorry.
Hmm.
Moving right along.
Next episode on the fetish list.
Fingernails, which we just kind of covered, I guess, and lipstick.
Lipstick is kind of all right too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lipstick on the
Kinda
I
all
like
right.
lipstick. Yeah,
You like the lipstick ring, do you?
Yeah, the lips.
on the dipstick.
I've never had a lipstick
Dipstick.
on my dipstick.
Really.
I don't think so.
No.
No.
Because by the time you're done with your foreplay and you're making out and everything, the lipstick's
It ain't
gone.
on there no more. Yeah.
Reapply the motherfucker. Reapply.
Just draw a ring on it for fuck's sake.
Yeah, you got 19 kiss marks on your back and chest, and then nothing on your dick by the time you're done.
Number 4. Braids, ponytails, and pigtails.
I don't know. Pigtails kind of sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah, handlebars.
Yeah. Handlebars.
Ponytails, not so much.
Speed control for the blowjob. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the ponytail, especially chicks are, pretty, and that's all they do. It's wear a ponytail. They need to let that hair down and
Braids?
show it off. Hair in general is sexy, but you have to maintain it. You have to do something with it.
Now, if you got the double braids, that's kind of hot too. With your fucking
Right.
Pigtail braids.
with your schoolgirl outfit on and your fucking braids out here.
Well,
and shit.
since we're talking hair and braids and fetishes, at the bar Saturday night,
let's talk about this.
we're out, and I don't know how it came up because I was drunk. So
I know how my shit got up.
I don't know how this topic came up, but anyway, I was talking about. Oh, I know how it was. What was the dude's girlfriend's name? I don't think I caught it that night.
She told
The
me when I was
blonde?
kind of drunk.
The blonde. It was.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, his girlfriend was asking me if I thought the chick behind the counter had extensions. So I kind of went into an extension rant, and I said, hair extensions can accentuate an orgasm, and people's faces just washed over with
Bullshit.
yeah. So then I had to get in my phone and get out a picture of my wife, and then my wife with hair extensions. And I said, when I did her that night with the hair extensions, it was completely different than any other night that I did her. And unless you've banged a chick with hair extensions, you cannot weigh in on this. I'm sorry.
But wouldn't it feel weird, though, if you're hitting it from behind and you grab her hair and you pull her hair out?
Well, you got to be gentle with the hair,
You think you're killing her or something?
No.
Oh.
No, it wasn't it wasn't like that.
I don't.
But it was a whole thing. She looked she really looked like a completely different person that night. And that's definitely directly attributed to the hair
So
extensions.
it's almost like a different person.
So your
Yeah.
excitement was not fucking your
And
wife
she
at
was
that time.
well, no, she was totally
Made up.
well, not made up. It's just
Makeup
she was
wise.
getting, you know what I mean? She could tell that I was definitely more
Aroused.
intrigued, I guess.
Have you ever thought about meeting at a bar separately? Picking her up in a bar.
I thought about that.
That
and
role playing would be cool.
Hey, this is Rodrigo.
I thought about that shit.
I know this story that I always wanted to try to do, which I don't know if I could go through because I might giggle. I can't. I'm not a good practical joker unless I can be over here laughing while you're freaking out somewhere else. But there's this practical. It's not really a practical joke. It's a role playing thing where let's say you and your girl, she goes out to the bar. She's hanging out. She's meeting people. Guys are hitting on her obviously, and she's sitting there rapping with the guy, and then you walk in. And then you kind of say some shit and just totally punk dude's game out, and then you leave with the chick. You know what I mean?
Oh,
That's all part. That would be part of it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
That's good shit.
So
Yeah.
I've thought about doing that. You know what I mean? It might be cool, because you get to leave like a player. I was only here for 30 seconds. I said one fucking line, and she was mine. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah, you go in, she's sitting at the bar, you go over, not paying much attention to her, you shoot you a game of pool, get you a beer, bullshit with whoever's in the bar or whatever, and then you maybe send her a drink.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole thing you could do.
You pick her up, you're picking her up, and
Yeah.
you're working your charms.
Or you
that shit
could-
I think would be really cool. Yeah.
Or you could let some dude start hitting on her and shit, and you just walk up and you start a conversation, and then dude might get hard with you, dude, I'm talking to her, she don't look like she got your name on her. You got his name on you, baby? And then she can be like, nah. Why don't you come over here and talk to me? And
You be the man.
And then dude could be like, man, what the fuck you trying to do? And shit. And she could just look at him and curl her lip up and walk over with you and shit, put her arm around you.
That's
and
when
shit.
you might get a pool cube on the back of the
Yeah.
head.
I
there.
don't give a fuck.
I'm not saying be a dick to the dude. I'm just saying
Well, he might take it.
he might take it that way.
You're rolling the dice.
Yeah,
How
but that's
bad-
the danger.
How bad are you?
But that's the danger element of it.
Yeah.
Besides, his girlfriend's name was Rochelle. It kind of popped back in my head.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was talking to her. Anyway, that's how it came up. But anyway, I totally am down with that shit. You know what I mean? Not all the time, because I like what it looks
I haven't
like.
done it yet, but we've talked about it, and I think it'd be a lot of fucking fun.
Now, while we're talking about the bar thing deal, they had a few contests on the stage. The Girls Gone Wild did, and the last one, these chicks had to, they had to dance and shit. It was like a hot body contest. Well, this little chick, I mean, she had amazing tits.
She did. They were good.
And she was doing more than any of these other bitches were doing. And I tried to lobby for her. I fucking yelled as fucking loud as I can, and she got robbed.
He's like, I wrote my congressman, and the shit didn't work.
She got robbed.
My preacher,
and she knows she got robbed. And I told her to call the show tonight and listen. I gave her a card and everything. So if you're listening, small girl with the giant tits that got robbed Saturday night.
Small girl with the giant.
You give us a call at 513-488-1298.
75 people at that bar.
She knows who I'm talking about if she's listening.
Why do you think she got robbed?
Because she just outperformed whoever else was there.
Well, here's what I'd like to tell you. That based on what I saw from Girls Gone Wild, it was very much they do that on purpose. I don't believe that shit is a legitimate run contest. I think their sole intent there is to get a person that's not with them to be naked. So that's why they did it. Because the chick that won totally didn't take her top off, but at the end he was like, okay, in order to receive your prize, you have to put this shirt on, which means you have to take that off.
And she didn't fucking take the shirt off. She said, I'm not that kind of girl. It's like, what the fuck are you doing in a goddamn Girls Gone Wild fucking
Makes
contest
no sense.
if you ain't gonna show
Makes
your
no
titties?
sense.
Yeah, I mean, if I had titties, I'd have won. I'd have been slapping dudes in the fucking face in the crowd like, you want some?
I told
titty,
him, I said
motherfucker?
West Side would have done it. I said everybody on the stage would have had titties out.
I don't think the Girls Gone Wild has ever come to the West Side, have they?
They was at
they were at
Lucky's.
Lucky's.
Did they?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
I wasn't there, or I'll tell you.
I might have done it.
If you don't, I mean, come on, man. You can get some fame out of
You
it.
know what we need to do? I've already thought of this, and this was my drunk epiphany I had two drunk epiphanies. One, I thought I was going to get drunker than a cocksucker, and then Chapo told me what the definition of drunker than a cocksucker was, and I quickly recanted my statement.
Did he say how? Did he say
he
the
was
definition?
like, he's like, you gonna get so drunk you gonna suck cock? And I'm like, no, I wasn't gonna do that.
Well, I
You
mean,
know?
what exactly is drunker than a cocksucker?
Well, I don't really consider
some
cocksucker a term you call people that suck cock. Cocksucker's just like
An asshole.
yeah, an asshole, like, with a little extra oomph on the end of it. So I was just gonna, I was trying to say I was gonna get so drunk I was gonna be disorderly.
Like, it would make more sense if you said I'm drunker than a male cocksucker. Because a lot of times, if you're a male, you ain't sucking cock unless something's fucked up.
Yeah, well, I was drunk, so I didn't really have a good flow on it. It sounded good when I said it, and then he invented the definition on the spot right there. And I was not happy with his definition, I have to say.
And then what was he talking about when he said something about you was having praying mantis sex?
Oh.
Like you fucking was fucking a headless bitch, and you were having praying mantis
because we were talking
sex.
about getting so, I don't know, something about you're so drunk that some animals like eat their prey or eat their lover at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Black Widow, she
Yeah.
offs her dude.
I
don't think she eats
the head.
Yeah, so again, not drunker than a cocksucker. I was drunk as a motherfucker.
That's better.
If that still counts for something.
Yeah, I wouldn't lump yourself in with a term like cocksucker and drunk as. Motherfucker is so much better.
It sounded good when I was drunk, I had to tell you. I did not know he was going to throw me under such a big bus. You know
Next on the infamous fetish list.
next on the fetish list is water.
What the fuck?
Really? Like from the ocean?
And doing it in a pool or something along that
Believe
line.
it or not, many variants of water were popular with both men and women. Many women declared that they enjoyed sex best when they could hear or be in running water. whether it's rain or the shower or even an open fucking faucet.
That's retarded.
Oh, the sink is running in the
I would
bathroom.
totally
it's so fucking
love
hot.
to have sex in the rain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the rain, the fucking noise isn't gonna get you off. It's just that you're out in the rain.
I would fuck in a stream.
Absolutely.
I could do that.
Yeah.
I'd fuck in a mud puddle.
A mud puddle.
You don't want to pack it up full of mud, do you?
Is that like in order? Like that's number
He
one?
said random
Or-
order.
No, I assume.
Okay,
that,
it's got to be random order.
I assume that we're not trying to crown a victor here. Number 2, golden showers.
No way.
No
thank
way.
you.
No
Yeah.
way.
It is a fetish.
I'll pass on
but
that
just
one.
not a typical.
Yeah, we're not really trying. We're not really asking
You got
if
a
you
phone
would do
call.
it. Answer it.
We're gonna take this phone call. It's the West Side Wise Guys show. Who we talking to?
This is Summer from Cincinnati.
Summer from Cincinnati. You got your rate.
I'm the one that won the booty shaking contest on Girls Gone Wild Saturday night in Eastgate.
It was a titty shaking contest, if I remember
was it a
correctly.
titty shaking contest, or was we too drunk?
Was
No,
it?
it was-
Was it booty? Because maybe I got it all wrong.
It was booty shaking contest. That's why her and I both were up there shaking our asses.
Then why did they make you take your top off at the end?
Because it's Girls
I
Gone
don't-
Wild.
I have absolutely no idea. Like that's what. Whenever they said that, I said I entered the booty shaking contest, not the titty shaking contest.
Okay.
Yeah, but in all fairness, if you entered any Girls Gone Wild contest, you should know that there's some kind of camera material that they're going to want.
Yeah, I would agree with that statement.
Am I correct?
Well, I mean that's totally fine. If they would have said titty shaking contest, I never would have been up there.
Yeah, and I can
So-
totally see your point.
You should have just
You know
took it
what I mean?
off. You should have
You know
just
what I
took
mean?
it off.
And actually, I mean, no disrespect, the girl, her name is Nicolette. She's a friend of mine. It's my boy's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the type of person she is. And if it was a titty shaking contest, she wouldn't have been up there with me neither.
What
So,
Oh,
you
so
wouldn't
there.
have seen no titties out of her
Oh, so
neither.
you're saying that there was some other chick that was up there with you too? I didn't catch that.
Yeah, that was the one in the skirt, wasn't it?
And her name is Nicolette. It's a friend of mine.
She was fine as a motherfucker.
She's
Finer
very
than frog
attractive.
hair?
Yes, she is.
Anyway, you should have just took them off because you had amazing tits anyway.
Thank you.
I mean, you did. You
yeah,
did. If I'm not mistaken, you did take the thing off at the end, right?
No. I put it over top of my shirt.
I mean,
and
you-
that's what. And then that's when the dude was like, "I see your point." And then they came up to me afterwards, and I'm like, "I would never would have entered that if it was a titty. You know, why is everybody so pissed about the whole titty thing?" And he's like, "I don't know." And he goes, "Can you give me one good reason on why you did not take off your shirt?" And I said, "I can give you several different reasons. I'm a mother of 2. I have a boyfriend that I'm in love with. I'm a nurse. I just have respect for myself."
I'm a
And-
father of 3. I have no respect for myself. I whip my cock out on several occasions weekendly.
Do you hold on? She raises she actually tries to establish a point here that. Do you really think that a chick that would whip her tits out like as a good time directly translates to no respect?
I mean, you're up there shaking your ass, so.
No, people do different things, but for me, I was fully clothed. I was dancing, having a great time, and
I was
just
having
wanted
a
to make
great time
point.
watching you.
Thank you.
Go
I
ahead.
just wanted to make a point. I just wanted to make a point that you don't have to, take off your pants. There was girls there showing their ass and, basically naked, and which was cool and everything, and do your thing or whatever. But they think that gets a lot of attention. Me, I was fully clothed and had to show nothing, and I still won because I had respect in class. So if you want to take off your shirt, take your shirt off, But
Well-
for me, unfortunately, I did not see the reason to. I already won. What else do I need to win?
Well,
I
let me
already
tell
made-
you something. I was the loudest yeller for you when they was asking them to vote, and it was all because I wanted to see those amazing tits.
And for the record, we here at the show would like to promote blatant disrespect to yourself, no class. Otherwise, no one would ever see a fucking pair of titties ever again based on your rules.
Like I said, I'm cool with it. I like looking at boobs.
Oh, I see. I see how this
I have
works.
a lot of good hot-ass girlfriends that take out their boobs all the time and, whatever. But for me, it's just not, that's not for me. And
So let's be clear, though. You have respect for them, though, right?
I mean, I do. If that's their thing,
Okay.
if that's what they want to do, if they feel comfortable, then go for it. Unfortunately, that's not for me.
But you don't think they have
And-
class?
I'm sorry?
But do you think they have class?
A lot of my girlfriends have class, yes.
So it's not a direct.
Just not for you. It's okay for it to be
unclassy
done.
for you to do it, right?
I did not feel comfortable doing it now.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I enjoyed watching your ass shake, and now since you're an angel, are you going to be listening to this nasty fucking show we do every week, or what?
I know it is brutal. This is the first time
It is brutal. Is that what she said?
It's brutally honest, is what we like to call it.
We're talking some shit on here. Oh my god, it's actually. I like it. I think it's you definitely speak your mind.
We do offer a service here at the WSWG show. At any point you feel like you need to get something off your chest, something really icky, we will cleanse your soul. You can call us and say, I did this really nasty thing. I'm really ashamed of it.
And we will suck the nastiness right through the phone line.
Yeah. And then when you speak it out loud, it's kind of like you're letting go of it. And if you ever need to not be who you are when you call, it's just like confession. You just call up, you say, I need protection. Al will protect your voice. You can say whatever nasty fucking thing you want.
There's one difference, though. You don't say Hail Marys and whatever they say. You say go down on me's and suck them.
Yeah.
You got to say 5 go down on me's and 3 suck 'ems, and you're all right.
And we could probably tell you a story of something that we've done that will make you totally feel better about what you've done.
Yeah, and that's the other service we offer. We offer, we make you feel good about yourself and prove to you that no matter what you've done, someone else has done something way worse, and you should let go of it.
We are your friends here at the WSWG show.
Thank you. After this conversation, I'm going to need a fucking psychiatrist.
Yes, you will. We actually in no way, shape, or form endorse any kind of therapy and will not be financially responsible for any kind of headache.
I'm just kidding, but that's my point. Yes, the girl that I danced with she's a good dancer, and I'm not going to sit here and bash her and talk down. No, it's just my point is if you want to show your boobs, show your boobs. If you don't want to show your boobs, don't show your boobs.
I'm with you on you were unfairly coerced into the wrong competition.
Yeah,
but that's kind of their motive. That's kind of their motive there. That they've been on trial for that. So
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because when they announced it, they said, okay, we want some girls up here to do a booty shaking contest. So that's why I got up there.
They're thinking if they give you that shirt, you're going to take yours off and show your tits for 3 seconds and put the other one on.
Right. My tits are more important to me than a shirt.
You got that right, and they should be.
Well, at least you did have fun and you did win. So congrats to you.
Yeah, exactly.
What did you win? Actually,
and I'll be at the next one.
What'd they give you?
They gave me a shirt, flip flops, a hat, and
flip flops. Now that's some classy prizes there.
It's Girls Gone Wild.
I take my shirt off for
what do you think they were going to give away? iPods?
I ain't whipping my dick out for some flip flops. Sorry.
Exactly. That's what I thought about my boobs. I'm like, I'm not going to pull my boobs out for a pair of flip flops that I can buy at Walmart for $3.
I agree with that, but at some point I heard that there was like a $150 contest, which totally should get anybody's tits out. I'm just saying.
I'll whip my dick out for 2 Jolly Ranchers and a lollipop.
You'll just whip it out if somebody asked you.
Oh my God.
two Jolly Ranchers and a whatchamacallit.
Minus the
hey, if that's what you want to do, do it.
Thanks for calling, Summer.
All right, thanks.
Be sure you listen weekly now.
I will. Thank you so much.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, good call.
Alrighty then.
I did totally think that was now that I was a little drunk, so
Why
after
do you keep saying a little?
I'm just trying to lighten it a little.
Somebody's calling again.
West Side Wise Guys show. Who we talking to?
Heather from the Girls Gone Wild. I was second place runner-up for the wet T-shirt contest.
You got fucking robbed.
I did.
Right?
I
you
got
did.
robbed.
Yeah. Well, I was the one screaming the loudest because your fucking tits were amazing. And you outperformed every other bitch that was in that motherfucker.
Oh, I did, for sure.
And not only that, when they did the applause voting, the applause was louder for you.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
but
I definitely got robbed, that's for sure.
won't you agree though that that's kind of what they do? I mean, this can't be the first time you've lost like that, right?
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's kind of, in my opinion, I think it's what they do.
Why do you think that she lost?
I think that she was never eligible to win because the dude that was giving out the prize is not there to, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, he's going to pick who he likes, is what he did.
Well, I'm honestly, I think that I lost because the guy that was on stage with the microphone was trying to get me to come to his hotel that whole night. And when I told him no, I think he got pissed off and made...
Yeah, he seemed like a fucking douche.
That's
like
a no-brainer right there then, right?
Right. Well, we had our own run-in with him at the door.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you won on the WSWG show. So.
I thought I was going to fight with him for about 2 seconds.
If you want, you can send us a picture of your cans, and we'll crown you the winner right on our homepage.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll leave that shit up there all month.
And you know what? You don't even have to have your tits out. Wear the sexiest thing without getting nude, and we'll post it on there and say, this is the chick that got fucking robbed.
Yeah.
Girls Gone Wild sucks nasty balls.
Oh, yeah, they do.
It's WSWGshow@gmail.com.
At gmail.com?
Yep.
All right.
Well, thanks for calling, and keep
Thank you.
keep them things perky.
All right.
See you. Bye.
Listening.
Bye.
Alrighty then. Now, you want to get to the debut here?
No, we got one more. Number one. Where are we at in time?
20 minutes.
Okay, we're cool. Very quickly, number one. And, I'm starting to think that these motherfuckers were actually in order. Because number one is voyeurism and exhibitionism, which we clearly just covered.
I'm totally for that. And that's number one by far. Landslide.
Right. And I kind of agree with that. I mean, everybody is down to see what's going on, whether it's because you like what you're seeing or you just want to see how other people do it. It's just it really strokes the curiosity button.
You might like people seeing you.
I like that.
Showing off your style.
Yeah,
Hey, check me out.
There's motherfuckers that answer the door butt naked and walk in front of the windows and shit on purpose.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many pizza delivery people I've known or cable installers that say people do that shit on purpose.
I believe it. Yeah.
Like fucking chicks will wear. I had a guy that does contracting at work said that he was doing a job for a lady one time and she was single. She'd walk out on her deck talking to him with this dress on while she's up on her deck with her fucking no draws on and shit, trying to get some wiener. So they fucking do it.
Well, go ahead and debut.
We got a new local artist we're going to debut today. This is a debut on our show. I mean, he hasn't debuted, but his name is Chapo. He was born in Bissau, Togo on the west coast of Africa. His journey over here to the States began 5 years later when he landed in Tucson. And then from there, his family jumped around the country chasing his father's dream teaching job. His father's career led him back to Benin, the neighboring country of Togo. Hip-hop was introduced into his life during the year he lived in Benin, or Benin, or whatever the fuck you call it.
Benin.
A friend of his showed up and gave him Tupac's All Eyes on Me, and everybody knows that fucking record. And from then on, his love for hip-hop has only grown. So we're going to debut.
That's so weird that that you would actually know the thing that single-handedly motivated you to, like, rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
Like, I'm pretty sure titties single-handedly motivated me to jerk off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't, know what single-handedly motivated me to do the show. It would be nice to know that. That's pretty fucking dope that he knows that, the one...
Well, we're at a party and we're always cracking up laughing. That's what...
I know that's kind of why, but, I mean, it came out of left field. But this dude, he, knows... he can pinpoint it down to one fucking thing. That's cool. I like that.
This is Chapo's track, Popular, featuring El Gifted.
You're gonna be chains and expensive cars and bitches. I'll help you be popular. I'll be cool, right? I'll help you be popular. Yeah, I'll help you be popular. Really? I'll help you be
I pack my backpack, all I got's my rhyme book. A couple beats, I hit the weed, then my mind's cooked. I ride in peace, I'm off my feet, I get some odd looks. I kick a lot of ass rhyme, we got a big foot. You better calm down before you blow my buzz, son. I'm a beast walking all over your munchkins. I'm the unsung coming from behind the one. I mean to win, sipping on some Seekers gin. Till I'm bent drunk, looking like a hooligan. I'm a foolish man trying to make some dough though. I died breaking, in other words I'm dead broke. Professional trying to have my words echo. Around the globe till an angel's like let's go. And then I'm never coming back, it's been a long road. It's been a long haul, killing instrumentals. Losing MCs, wish they had this cool flow.
gonna be popular. I'll help you 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 be popular.
These people telling me I'm cooler than a celebrity. I'm in the whip with time, cruising like Penelope. Haters say the hell with me without even telling me. They just tell a friend and they friend is telling me what they're telling you. I must be stocked with revenue. They ain't got none like the women in the rebel school. So I tell them move. You ain't gonna stop my grizzly baby. Smooth and I'm witty, the prodigy of the city. And when I make it big, I promise you coming with me. Chase dreams, high speeds, chopper come and get me. Take me where I wanna go, anywhere around the globe. I be killing stages while the fans are staring down below. I'm staring down and go. I don't play that tough shit. If they mad, I wreck them. Well, I tell them that's just tough shit. Always wanna suck dick, throwing bills they duck quick. I like the popularity, but hate the shit it comes with.
You're gonna be popular. You're gonna be popular. You're gonna be popular. You're gonna be popular. I'll help you 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 be popular.
I wasn't cool until I rap now looking back. It was my craft that I used to make the ladies laugh. But if in fact I blow up, I'll have a heart attack. These other cats are trash, lyrics ain't half as bad. I love hip-hop, I promise I don't love the cash. Money's coming slow, but life is moving kinda fast. I'm trying to keep up, my body keeps on getting cramps. I'm on the upper ramp, never will forget my fans. I'm a humble guy, never do I rave and rant. And get a chance in this world that's gonna hear this man. And my plan is to make a couple million. Chuck the deuces, then head back to the motherland. And this world is not cozy. All these haters so damn nosy. But my style is so cool. All you first grade rappers, please stay in school. Stay in school.
You're gonna be popular. You're gonna be popular. You're gonna be popular. You're gonna be popular. I'll help you 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 be popular.
Put your kids in bed, cause you're about to get naked with the West Side Wise Guys Podcast Radio. Forget about it.
Back on here, nasty motherfuckers. Had to stop for a little chronic break after he said that one line about puffing the weed. So anyway, next thing we're going to get into is we're going to start a Spank Bank Cincinnati version.
Yeah, and right now this is just going to be kind of informational, just putting the word out that the thing is going to exist.
We'll get right back to that in just a second. We're going to take another call here.
Woo-wee.
West Side Wise Guys, who we talking to?
What's happening? It's Bugs.
What's up, bro?
Nothing. You guys were talking fetishes, so I just wanted to call in with just a few of mine.
Uh-oh.
See what you guys think.
Your shit wasn't on the list?
No, actually, far from it.
Really?
What you got?
I thought we covered everything.
My first one's old and mature chicks. You know, when you log on.
Old and mature?
Old or mature. Like, I like old chicks. And
you're right.
I don't mean 5 years older than me. I mean like 20, 25.
Yeah,
And then second, I got a fat girl on a skinny girl. And preferably the fat girl to be black and the skinny girl to be white.
Really?
Damn.
We need to start a website for that
You
shit.
got details like a motherfucker.
I'm liking it so far. Keep going.
Wait, hold on. Which one was fat?
The black girl.
The black girl's fat. Doesn't have to be, but preferably, you know.
Okay.
Okay. So then I got the Asian massages where the puss is blurred out. Have you guys ever seen that? For some reason, the Asian chicks, they always blur out the puss. Like,
I have seen that. They always do that.
On YouPorn and shit. Like, on YouPorn, like, why is it just the Asian chick?
We covered that.
It's a law, right?
No pubes.
They're not allowed to show pubic hair.
I got a fetish to add to this.
Yeah.
What about animated porn?
Anime?
Heavy metal was good. You guys seen that? Remember that?
Yes, I have.
I mean, it wasn't really porn, but they showed tits. So, yeah, I mean. And I think when Lois on Family Guy, like, you know, to, like, go down to her bra and panties, I think that's kind of hot.
Well, check this out.
She's not really beautiful, but, you know what I mean? She's got to kill her body, though.
Well, check this out. You know, I seen this one anime porn or whatever the fuck they call it, And this chick gets raped by this mutant octopus-looking dude that's got like 8 dicks. You seen that?
Yeah,
motherfucker?
I seen that.
She gets raped by like 8 dicks and shit, and she's just like, "Oh God!"
And it's like his Pokemon power too. When it comes out, all these dicks start flying everywhere.
Instead of Pokemon, it's Poke Bitch. 8
So
times.
if you have 8 dicks, I mean, can you technically have 8 wives? I mean, is it?
I don't see why not.
I would imagine. I would imagine you could marry to as many dicks as you have.
So that means a hermaphrodite could actually have a husband and wife, then, right?
8 fucking.
Fuck yeah.
8 wives, dude. I'm trying to work on 2 wives. And can't break the barrier.
I got another one real quick. I just want to run through them, and then you guys have that as I like fucking where the girl zipper is down just enough, and mine's down just like everything left on, just a little pee-pee sticking through my zipper.
Have you ever scraped it yet?
You like raw dog there.
Just enough to get it in there.
What if your zipper gets caught on a string on her jeans or something?
There's scrapings
Hey, man,
going on,
whatever
dude.
don't kill you make you stronger.
You ever zipped your foreskin? That fucking shit don't feel good, man. Come on.
Good Lord.
That is the
I have
oddest.
One more real quick. I don't really like fucking on a bed.
You don't like
It's
fucking
not
on
my
a bed.
favorite thing to do. Like anywhere else but the bed.
I get you. I get you.
It gets old. I can dig that. You know.
I'm sure your
I
old
can
lady would like
totally
you to
go
fuck her
with you
anywhere.
on that, but the one previous,
The zipper
you're on
thing
your
scares
own,
me.
buddy.
Yeah, the zipper thing scares me a little.
If you're on a desert island, you can only take one fetish. Don't take that one.
I'll take the fat black chick and the skinny white girl.
Let's just do it quickly and just enough to just enough to let me slide on in there, slide back out.
Well,
you know
check
what I mean?
it out,
and
man.
you don't have to you're not searching for the socks.
I zipped up my fucking sausage casing one time. Oof. And I swear to God, that's the worst pain I've ever experienced in my fucking life. I'd rather be anal raped by a minotaur.
Wow.
I've seen that happen.
Anal rape by a minotaur.
That's rough.
That's really rough.
Son of a bitch.
All right, Bugs, we'll talk to you sometime. Thanks for calling.
Okay, real quick, one thing is you guys should try to get as many people to send to the Brian Stowe fundraiser. It's the guy who got beat up really bad at the Dodgers game a couple days ago. Have you guys heard of that?
Never heard about that, no.
He's at the Dodgers game with his 2 young children, and just because he had a Giants jersey on, these 2 Mexican guys and beat him so bad that he almost didn't.
You just don't do that.
You know. So
we seen a Cleveland Browns fan at Paul Brown Stadium get aerial assaulted by Anheuser-Busch containers.
Yeah, he took a 6-pack to the back, literally.
Yeah, in front of a cop while the cop's laughing.
I'm just throwing that out there because man, I was reading a story about it and it's awfully sad. You see the picture of his children who he took to the game.
All right, bud.
And then he gets beat so bad that he's unconscious. But Brian Stowe fundraiser.
All right, man.
Just get online.
Thanks for calling, buddy.
I'm going to contribute.
We'll talk to you.
Take it easy.
All righty then. Now back to your.
I don't even know where I was now. I was a palate cleanser. Oh, Cincy Spank Bank.
Yeah, we got a new Cincy version of the Spank Bank.
There's going to be a Cincy version of the Spank Bank, and we actually hope that this can trump and relieve the duties of the previous Spank Bank. The idea here is that anyone who listens to the show or knows the show can send an instant message through Facebook. They can send a message through Facebook or through the email, however you can get in touch with us. Preferably no nudity. The idea here is to show that it could be extremely hot and keep your clothes on, much like summer school is on.
Exactly. So
the idea is that we will take our nominees, we will pin them against each other, and we'll judge the picture on air. And one of the people one of the 3 will go in, much like the other Spank Bank is.
You have to live in the tri-state area.
You do have to live in the tri-state area, i.e., the United States.
Yeah.
Because we're all over the country.
Yeah.
Your boobies should be all over the country, too. That's kind of the premise.
Anyway, we're doing a Spank Bank that's not all celebrities. We want real people that we think are fucking hot.
Right.
To go into.
And what we hope to do in the future when we actually get the first one underway, there would be some sort of prize for being inducted. You know what I mean? Like it might be $10 off the Hotspot Sex Shop, where we credit your account $10, when you sign up. So in order to compete, you would have to sign up at the Hotspot Sex Shop. It is free. We are going to sign up tomorrow, actually, if it isn't done already.
And just a reminder again, the show's moving to Thursday nights starting June 9th of this year, so make sure you guys check us out Thursdays. Now, I had something earlier today that I put up pics, from the Saturday event, and I tried to even not put, like the second girl that called, I didn't put her pictures on there because I'm not that kind of dude. So I didn't put any titty pictures up, and Facebook sends me a fucking warning like I'm a pervert, but I am, but that one of my pics is inappropriate, and it didn't even have any genitals showing. It was a back shot of two topless chicks. You couldn't even see. Their backs were facing the camera.
Side boob. Yeah,
but I did find out after that I mistakenly put a picture. It was a Girls Gone Wild chick. It wasn't a regular chick. So she's probably all over cameras and DVDs all over the world. But I left one up of her breasts, and that one didn't get flagged.
The tattoo chick, right?
Yeah. That one didn't get flagged, but the one of the topless chicks' backs got flagged.
Did somebody report you?
I think somebody has to report you.
There's no way that they got some sort of thing that filters out. It's not like YouTube when you upload something, they actually scan the file to detect whether it's a copyrighted thing. Because it doesn't matter what you upload to them. If you label it "fuck me all night long," and it's actually AC/DC "shook me all night long," they can tell, they can scan it, and they do that, and then that's how they keep you off.
Well, I got a message that I want to send out to everybody on my friends list on Facebook. If my pictures are offending you, chances are you're going to see my penis eventually. So just delete me off your fucking page. Don't worry about it. Because if that chick's back offended you, naturally my meat missile is going to fuck with you a little bit. So just delete me.
What a fucking segue that was.
You don't think Facebook scans, because when you upload a picture to Facebook, they say they basically own the rights or, whatever to the picture. So you don't think anytime a picture is uploaded, they have people scanning through those pictures to see?
It is possible.
They do.
I thought of that,
So maybe
too.
it wasn't any of your friends.
I thought of that, too. But I got two other friends that posted the same pictures that actually have breasts showing, and they're fine. So
maybe they just haven't gotten to those yet.
I'm pretty sure the email said it was reported. Like they tell you.
Well, of course it's going to say that. I'm not going to say Facebook saw your picture and we decided that you were
Back
douchebag.
can't offend anybody.
I don't understand.
I got a picture of me in a fucking rubber inner tube with a blue ball covering my junk, and that's been up there forever, and it's never been taken down.
Yeah,
I even had to fuzz my nuts out a little bit.
Request Roger Gross and see him in the floaty tube with his
It
blue
is a
ball.
fucking great picture. I don't care. I mean, it's a ballsy picture, even though there are no balls in it, per se. But it's a fucking funny picture. I mean, if you can't look... Like, when we get our studio, I'm blowing that thing up, and I'm hanging it in the studio. When people come in, they can see how fucking wacky we are. I'm serious. That's the kind of shit that should be in our studio.
Hell yeah.
I had to blur my nuts out at the bottom of the ball. There's a little smidge down there. To get it on Facebook, I blurred my nuts. They're okay with blurry nuts, not high res nuts.
Not furry nuts.
I said high res futs.
We should put my picture of this within the Speedo right next to it.
Yeah. See, be a wall of shame.
They should put a picture of me bent over with the fucking bell ringer flopping.
Yours is going to be
with the
it's
arrow
gonna
pointing.
It's going to be Mikey in his G string, me in my my little blue ball, and then yours will just be the goat.
Oh no!
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm gonna have to come up with one.
Yeah,
the bell ringer.
We need to bring that game back into effect, man.
That game got a lot of fucking people in trouble.
So anyway, make sure
somebody's gonna get a ski mask.
And for those of you who are listening who don't know what the goat is, it's basically where a man bends over, stuffs all of his junk between his legs, and squeezes his legs, and then you stand there and you wait for an unsuspecting friend to turn the corner, and then they've just been goated.
And then there's a bat wing.
There's a bat wing.
The brain.
It's a good game to play at parties, you know.
If you've ever seen the movie Waiting, you'll know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, watch the movie Waiting.
Go out and rent
Explains all the rules in the point schedules and shit.
And don't rent Still Waiting thinking you're going to get another good movie. for that because it's still waiting.
Is
still waiting for a good plot.
Rent's
is what it's
still
doing.
waiting if you have a Netflix membership, and it doesn't matter how many movies you rent. You don't have to pay for each one.
Yeah, but the
$8.99 a month, two at a time.
And then if you get goaded and somebody looks, don't they get to kick you?
And
Yeah, they get to kick you in the ass.
and degrade you while they do it.
Yeah. You fucking. They get to call you expletives.
You know, you can add your own rewards or whatever.
Yes.
It's a good home game.
So anyway, if you guys, we're gonna talk about another little tiny plug. We're gonna plug a buddy here. So
E3 hauling.
And when you need a strong man to handle your junk, call
E3 Hauling and Cleanouts.
If your man can't get his junk through your back door,
Call E3 Hauling and Cleanouts.
got some pipe in the rear,
Call E3 Hauling and Cleanouts. You can check him on Facebook. Find his phone number.
The phone number's listed right here. Since you are not prepared,
I know.
I ad-lib my shit.
It's a good thing Ed doesn't pay us for that.
I ad-lib my shit.
I was
man.
waiting for you to go through the whole thing. so-
Have no fear. Call E3 Hauling and Cleanouts for all your load removal needs at 513-258-4571. Again, 513-258-4571.
Call him when you need a load removed, and if you need a load positioned, didn't you? Call me.
Nice.
You need a load dropped off.
I didn't think he wanted his commercial to be associated with your prostitution.
He's having it on his fucking show, ain't he? And then call the Hotspot Sex Shop if you want to get a dildo for 20% off, and I will drive it for you. Just enter WSWG.
I'm pretty
in
sure the
offer code.
Hotspot Sex Shop didn't know their dildos came with drivers.
They all
do
do.
now.
Trust me.
Dude, if we had to go work every dildo that guy sold, we would be fucking wore out.
You would
I'm
hate
for-
sex after that.
Your arms
Yeah.
would be huge, though.
Yeah. Which, by the way, we were talking about the promotion going to the Playpen, which we should reiterate. May 21st, we will be at the Playpen in Wilder, Kentucky. Google that. And we will be giving away
Lap dances.
We'll be giving away lap dances. We're going to give away dildos, and I'm sure if we squeeze the limo out and you need Rick to go out and drive it, we'll try to work that out for you.
Some Girls Gone Wild DVDs.
I will drive your winning dildo in the back of the limo.
And we do have a couple Girls Gone Wild DVDs we're going to hand out.
Plus, there's titties and ass there, so I mean,
Right. There's no other I mean,
it's going to be a great time.
You really don't need us to come out, but
and don't be afraid, girls. Go out with us because we're taking chicks with us.
yeah, a lot of the sex toys we'll be giving away will be female oriented.
Yeah, it's a co-ed thing. So come on out, hang with us, get drunk, get fucked up, get nasty, and look at tits and ass.
And meet Ed.
And meet Ed, yeah.
You could probably meet Ed from
Yeah.
E3 Hauling and Cleanout.
I'm pretty sure he's going to be there.
I'm sure he can do a load removal for you if you need it right there on the
Place
spot.
a load in for you.
And I can do a load placement.
Yeah, see, Rick can place the load and then, Ed'll remove it.
Okay, as long as he's doing the removal. So,
Sorry, Ed.
Anyway, make sure you call that. But one last thing, we want to thank you guys for listening because without you guys, we would be nobody. And join us at all kinds of events throughout the summer all around Cincinnati. You'll get notifications everywhere. So we're going to go ahead and end the show now.
Well, I'd like to close the show with Wake's wisdom.
Okay.
So I met Wake for the first time, and for those of you who don't know Wake, he was featured on last week's show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually the last two shows we did 2 tracks from him. We're out on the patio. And we're just shooting the shit, we're kind of mingling, saying hi, meeting each other. And I don't know why it came up, but he has this great line. And the line is, if you don't want to fuck where I fucked, then you better flip your mattress. And I was just floored. I'm like, that is such a fuck you line. Like, I cannot wait till some motherfucker is talking shit to me in a bar.
Like, dude, I fucked in your bed. Your old lady got it from me. Flip your bed over.
Yeah, like, I cannot wait. I only hope that I'm never so drunk that I forget that line. And if he
I'm gonna hold a cue card up behind him. Like
yeah, if he invented that line and he didn't borrow that,
He should patent it.
Truly one of the great writers of this century. That's all I'm saying.
So anyway, we're going to go ahead and, if you want to check Wake Out, go to our website, wswgshow.com, and you'll see his name big and bright up there. You just click
and
it.
Quickly, since we did skip over the geographical freakness factor, basically that came into play when we said the West Side would do it. Because we really think if the Girls Gone Wild went to the West Side, it'd be a whole different ballgame.
So anyway, thanks for listening, and join us next week on the West Side Wise Guys show. We're going to end the show with a, what do you call it, an encore of Chapo's Popular.
You're gonna if I talk about like you're gonna be chains and like expensive cars and bitches, I'll help you be popular. I'll be cool, right? I'll help you be popular. Yeah, like I'll help you be popular. I'll help you be
I pack my backpack, all I got's my rhyme book. A couple beats, I hit the weed, then my mind's cooked. I ride a piece, I'm off my feet, I get some odd looks. I kick a lot of ass rhyme, we got a big foot. I better calm down before you blow my buzz, son. I'm a beast walking all over your munchkins. I'm the unsung coming from behind the one. I mean the wind, sipping on some Seeker's gin. Till I'm bent drunk, looking like a hooligan. I'm a foolish man trying to make some dough though. I died breaking, in other words I'm dead broke. Professional trying to have my words echo around the globe till an angel's like let's go. And then I'm never coming back, it's been a long road. It's been a long haul, killing instrumentals. Losing MCs, wish they had this cool flow.
You're gonna be popular. You're gonna be popular. You're gonna be popular. You're gonna be popular. I'll help you 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 be popular.
These people telling me I'm cooler than a celebrity. I'm in the whip with time, cruising like Penelope. Haters say the hell with me without even telling me. They just tell a friend and they friend is telling me what they're telling you. I must be stocked with revenue. They ain't got none like the women in the rebels crew. So I tell them move. You ain't gon' stop my grizzly baby. Smooth and I'm witty, the prodigy of the city. And when I make it big, I promise you coming with me. Chase dreams, high speeds, chopper come and get me. Take me where I wanna go, anywhere around the globe. I be killing stages while the fans are staring down below. I'm staring down they go. I don't play that tough shit. If they mad, I wreck them. Well, I tell them that's just tough shit. Always wanna suck dick, throwing bills they duck quick. I like the popularity, but hate the shit it comes with.
You're gonna be popular. You're gonna be popular. You're gonna be popular. You're gonna be popular. I'll help you be popular. I'll help you be popular. I'll help you be popular.
Guess I'll try this one.
I'll help you be popular.
I wasn't cool until I rap now looking back. It was my craft that I used to make the ladies laugh. But if in fact I blow up, I'll have a heart attack. These other cats are trash, lyrics ain't half as bad. I love hip-hop, I promise I don't love the cash. Money's coming slow, but life is moving kinda fast. I'm trying to keep up, my body keeps on getting cramps. I'm on the upper ramp, never will forget my fans. I'm a humble guy, never do I rave and rant. And get a chance in this world that's gonna hear this man. And my plan is to make a couple million. Chuck the deuces, then head back to the motherland. And this world is not cozy. All these haters so damn nosy.